Monogamy is a scam. Why stress one man when you can rotate three? This isn't chaos, it's strategy. One pays the bills, one brings the fun, and one reminds the first two what they're missing. Welcome to modern self-care, where emotional diversification is the new dating standard. Subscribe now. We're decoding the art of the boyfriend portfolio. Monogamy is a scam. Why stress one man when you can rotate three? Think of it like skincare. You don't rely on one product for all your needs. You exfoliate with one, hydrate with another, and glow with the third. Same logic, different lineup. Because let's be honest, one boyfriend is emotional cardio. Three, that's self-care with benefits. The new dating reality, when one isn't enough. Once upon a time, fairy tales painted a picture that shaped generations of women. We were told that every woman needed one perfect man, her Prince Charming, who would gallop in on a white horse, sweep her off her feet, solve all her problems, and stay devoted until the end of time. It was a beautiful fantasy, wrapped in romance and happily ever afters. But real life isn't a fairy tale. In reality, that one perfect man often forgets your birthday, leaves his socks on the floor, and believes deep communication means replying to your Instagram story with a fire emoji. The dream that was sold to women for decades, the idea of one man completing you, is cracking under the weight of modern reality. The world has changed. Women have evolved. The expectations, the roles, and the emotional labor once placed on a single relationship are being reevaluated. Welcome to the new era, the soft life, the smart life, the self-care era. Here, women no longer chase chaos. They manage it. They no longer beg for attention. They diversify it. Emotional dependence on a single person is being replaced with emotional strategy. One boyfriend might drain your soul, but three, that's what we call emotional diversification. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about cheating. It's about choice. It's about reclaiming agency and designing relationships in a way that protects your peace instead of constantly sacrificing it. It's emotional efficiency in action. Think of it this way. Men have departments. One may be brilliant with finances, another may bring laughter and adventure, while a third may exist solely to remind you that you're still the prize. Instead of expecting one man to be everything, therapist, provider, entertainer, emotional anchor, women are recognizing that it's okay to spread that emotional load. It's not manipulation, it's management. It's understanding that the fairy tale doesn't have to look like it used to. Happily ever after doesn't have to mean one person forever. It can mean you choosing peace, joy, and emotional balance on your own terms. The Bill's boyfriend, comfort meets security. He's the foundation of your empire, the steady pillar holding everything in place while the world spins wildly around you. He believes in providing, not as a performance, but as a principle. He's the man who shows up with consistency, not chaos. He's responsible, composed, and always seems to smell faintly of expensive cologne and freshly printed spreadsheets. He's not the one texting WID at 2 a.m. He's the one making sure you never have to stress about your phone bill in the first place. This is the Bill's boyfriend, the embodiment of emotional and financial security. With him, the ground feels solid. He's the calm after a storm, the quiet luxury that doesn't need to be flaunted because it's simply there. He's the one who casually books business class flights, tips generously, and doesn't even blink when the dinner bill lands on the table. Being with him isn't about adrenaline, it's about exhaling. It's the rare kind of ease that comes when you know someone has thought 3 steps ahead. There's no messy drama here. You're not losing sleep over mixed signals or decoding emojis. Instead, you're sipping a rich glass of wine while he talks mortgage rates, investment portfolios, or next summer's travel plans. It's not about surviving. It's about soft living. Because let's be honest, security is deeply, quietly, undeniably sexy. He may not give you wild butterflies, but he gives you something rarer: balance. He's the Sunday kind of love. The warm text that reads, "Don't worry, I already took care of it." You bring elegance, warmth, and a sense of ease to his world. He brings order, stability, and thoughtful structure to yours. The fun boyfriend, the spark that keeps you alive. Now, stability is beautiful, but too much of it feels like a beige wall. That's where the fun boyfriend enters the scene. He's the human version of a roller coaster, loud, unpredictable, and slightly dangerous, but oh so enticing. He's the reason you pack an overnight bag, just in case. He's the one who texts, "Meet me in 20, no questions." With him, you don't plan, you play. You dance under neon lights, laugh till 3 a.m., and forget that real life even exists. The revenge boyfriend, confidence reloaded. Every woman has her comeback era, and that's where the revenge boyfriend shines. He's not about love, he's about validation. He's your reminder that you're still magnetic, desirable, and completely in control. He shows up when you've been hurt, when an ex ghosted you, when your trust was betrayed, or when someone made you question your worth. The revenge boyfriend doesn't heal the wound, he makes you forget it existed. He's the one you post on your story just enough to be seen. Never too much, just enough to make the right person feel regret. He doesn't even have to be perfect, he just has to be loudly not your ex. He exists for one sacred purpose: to remind you that you never needed closure, you needed a confidence boost. And when you finally move on, he fades away gracefully, leaving behind nothing but power and good lighting. The psychology behind it: emotional distribution. This rotation isn't about chaos, it's about balance. Think of it as an emotional ecosystem. When one energy dips, another lifts you up. You're not left crying in bed over one man's lack of communication because your energy is already redirected. You're spreading your emotional investments like a smart portfolio. One gives you security, another gives you fun, and one gives you confidence. You're not addicted to any single source of validation. You've built the system, and the system works. The best part, you stop depending on anyone to complete you. Instead, they complement you. That's not toxicity, that's strategy. The self-care revolution, redefining relationships. Society keeps telling women to find the one. But what if you're the one, and everyone else is just a supporting character? The idea that fulfillment must come from one person is outdated. In today's world, self-care means self-distribution. Why rely on one man for laughter, love, and support when you can design your own happiness blueprint? Emotional outsourcing is the new self-love. Because truthfully, men have been doing this for centuries, dating multiple women, labeling it options. But when women do it with intention, calmness, and class, it's not scandal. It's strategy. It's choosing your peace over their pride. You're not playing anyone. You're just refusing to let one person play with you. Society's double standards, the power flip. When a man dates multiple women, he's called a player. When a woman does it, she's labeled difficult or unfaithful. But the truth is, she's just smarter now. The rules have changed. Women aren't waiting for a fairy tale anymore. They're writing their own. You're not chasing the idea of being chosen. You're choosing yourself again and again. Because the real rebellion isn't against men, it's against exhaustion. The double standard is fading, and the new narrative is power. You're not hiding your standards, you're enforcing them. You're not settling for one flavor of attention when you can experience the full emotional buffet. Responsibly, honestly, and unapologetically. The main lesson: control is the real romance. It's never about the number of boyfriends. It's about the level of control. You could have 3 or none and still win. Because real glow-up energy isn't about who loves you. It's about how deeply you love yourself. Every woman deserves to feel secure, desired, and empowered. She doesn't have to sacrifice her sanity to get there. Whether it's one man or 3, the goal remains the same: peace of mind and power in motion. When you realize your value, you stop auditioning for roles in someone else's life. You become the director, the star, and the entire production. The men? Just cameos. The Self-Care Manifesto. Say it louder for the people in the back. 1 boyfriend is stressful. 3 is self-care. You're not chaotic, you're curated. You're not heartless, you're healed. This is the modern woman's rulebook, one built on peace, boundaries, and perfectly blended energy. Because love, at its best, should never drain you. It should decorate your life, not define it. So if this message hit home, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because we're done being the supporting act. This is the era of main character energy, financial peace, emotional balance, and unapologetic glow-ups.